That's one of the greatest experiences I ever had in my life. Going to New York, you see a whole lot of stuff. It's a lot different, than my hometown. You don't see many homeless people back around my town, if any. Um, it was it was kind of life changing, to be honest with you. It kind of made me want to do more than what I was doing before. Give back even more.
The alternative break last year really surprised me. It was a lot more than I thought it was. Just helping people and seeing the different types of people that need your help. Like, people came in business suits, and that really threw me off because you expect just, homeless people to need food from shelters and things of that nature. But it's everyday people that need it and just aren't able to provide for themselves.
The trip was very enjoyable. Like, going into it, didn't really know what was gonna go down, but once the train ride got going, I started meeting people. We got up there. It was a great experience. I had been to New York before, but this time, like, going with college-age students and just being able to travel and see a lot of stuff, it was real nice. Giving back, like, ever since my junior year in high school, I've always liked giving back, and it was just another community service project, because I like being able to feel like I'm a part of something bigger than myself, because I've been in different places and seen people that aren't as fortunate as me, so I might as well use like all the skills that I've been given and my good health to help somebody else out of life. So
the alternative break trip from last year was very good. We went to New York, and the trip was focused around community service, serving the community up in other places besides Jackson, Mississippi. And it really opened my eyes to see what people go through on a nationwide basis instead of just locally. So it was a good eye-opener, and I learned a lot.
Having the kids, having the students come in and introducing ourselves to them, and hopefully that when they get out of school, they will go into the Alumni Association. What is community to you? What does it mean to you?
It is a big part of the community. Everyone needs to be looking out for each other and have everybody's best interest in mind.
That's a really good point. That's great.
I think of community, like a meaning. I think of togetherness. I mean, you think about it like commune, as in to be together or to come together. And everybody, must be holistic in all that is done, because like how they say, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. So wherever you have that defect, it's just so much easier for it to just continually spread and mess everything up. But once everybody is together, operating as one, then your strengths also become their strengths, and that makes you that much stronger as a whole.
What we do here in New Orleans, and we try to reach out to the community, and we welcome Jackson State students and alumni here. This is where we must hold our meetings every month. And we meet once a month, and we have a lot of things going on. We do a lot of community service.
Change the scenery. I think it was about time for a change of scenery. I just saw maybe another chance to look at another school for possibly graduate level, and also getting involved outside of my race. Coming from an HBCU, you don't have too many different ethnicities here on campus, and the student exchange allowed me to go away and experience just about every type of people you can think of. There's life outside of your home institution. You should take advantage of the opportunity, because you're not gonna get another chance to possibly pay a lower rate than what you're paying through the National Student Exchange Program. Take advantage of it. Go out and explore the world. Get to meet new people. Go outside of your norm. So, I guess the one thing I can really say, from my experience, is take advantage of it while you have it. You have 4 years to enjoy, being independent, on your own, and learning responsibility, really. You'll never get this chance again, never again in life. This is the only time you'll get it. So take advantage of it, enjoy it, live it up.
This is my third year at CARES, the end of my third year. I began as a teacher here and then moved into the administrative position of principal. Our school is for emotionally challenged children. We have children here who are here with us for the day, and we have students who are here in our residential treatment facility. They have psychiatric needs that we try to address 24 hours a day. We also have students in a group home here, 20 students in a residential group home who have drug and alcohol abuse issues. So we have about 100 kids here. They come and go, so our teachers and staff have to be very flexible. Our staff is trained to handle students with emotional difficulties and help them process and manage those difficulties, and then incorporate that into an academic setting. So our staff has to be highly trained, and we all have to work closely together. Our students go to school year-round for the most part, and we try to work on their weaknesses and their strengths. Now, Dr. White called me this summer, and we began talking about my needs and the needs of Jackson State as far as having a community partner to help students grow in their respective fields. And so we thought we'd start with music, because we don't have a music teacher here. We are a nonprofit, so our funds are limited as far as staffing in every area of need, and music and art are some of the areas that we needed additional support. So Dr. White worked with Dr. Bishop and Laubengare, and we started a music program, and it has been wonderful. Well, they have brought music into the curriculum. Our students look forward to the days the Jackson State students will be here. Ursula, John, and Amber have really interacted well with the students. They don't just come in to deliver music instruction. They actually work with and get involved with the children. They play with them, but they have also been able to have the children look up to them as professionals in the area of music. Every day that they're here, the kids look forward to it, and then they have fun and learn at the same time. I've been most impressed that the students have respected them as adults and have responded well to what they're trying to do with them. Well, right now they're only working with our elementary teachers and students. I'd love to expand that to middle and high school as far as music goes, so that we would meet the needs of all the students. So as far as music goes, I'd like to have more students to come in so we can just expand the program to help all of our children.
I think the main objective is to give them some hands-on training with children in music education, and it's kind of an extension of classes that they have in their curriculum, being music in the elementary and music in the secondary schools. Just takes them beyond what they learn in the books and be able to take that and put it to practice. So that's what's been, I think, the best thing we've done so far. It's like they took on separate roles. One became more of a leader, the others kind of joined in, and then about midway through, they started reversing those roles. And so some that I thought would be a little bit less active, or proactive, I should say, took that role on. So it's been great for them as far as getting their thoughts across to the students and how they're able to use that. I think we began in about October this year, in 2010. I heard about the program that they were looking for somebody. Initially, they were looking for somebody to teach some piano lessons. We talked about that. Mm-hmm. And then we kind of found that it was better to do more general music and to involve all the children. So we started in October, and it really took off then. And once Christmas break came, the 3 students who were starting to do this also for their service learning hours, they all said, I want to continue. All 3 of them did. And a lot of them have actually all the hours they need, but they're still continuing. So they were very excited to come back. Pretty much already have been talking to several of my colleagues. One particular colleague is involved in the music education program, teaches those classes in secondary and elementary education. And we've been discussing how we can involve more of those students next year. Because as you know, 2 of our students here this year are seniors and will be probably student teaching in the fall, and they may not have the same time. So we want to keep bringing other students to get that experience, and hopefully what we're going to do before this semester is over, to have some of those students come and observe so they can see what's happening.
I prepare by reviewing lesson plans. I also teach at a music school in Jackson, so I use generally the same lesson plans for my students at the music school that I do here at the facilities, and most of the activities that we do are geared toward music. This semester we started something new with patriotic tunes, teaching them patriotic songs so they'll be able to interact more with their fellow classmates when they go back to school and know their patriotic songs and all that. Well, the kids come and go in cycles, but the last group that we had progressed very well from the beginning of learning how to read music, because they all learn how to read rhythms and all that. So as we get new kids into the system, I have to do the same thing over again. But this group that we have is learning at the same pace, which is very well. They're adjusting very well. As we teach them, they teach us what they know, and we teach them what we know, and vice versa. If I teach a lesson today, next week they'll teach me the lesson back, basically. I have learned that you have to have great classroom management, and you have to have one central authority in the room, and that you have to be yourself. You can't be just so strict that you take away from the enjoyment of the learning environment, because learning is an enjoyable thing. It should be fun. Learning should be fun, and if you're too strict, or if you're too restricted in the classroom, they're not going to have fun. So it's just basically to be yourself and to have great classroom management skills while doing that. A lot of kids there don't have anything constructive to do with their spare time, and what I want to do is to incorporate all aspects of the arts, which would be music, art, computer arts, dance, anything that involves the arts, and combine them all so that the community has one whole big project to do versus standing on a street corner playing dice.
Well, the preparation is just knowing music, being prepared with rhythmic examples or melodic examples to teach the children. Sometimes we play the music just to kind of calm their mood. It's not really a lot of strenuous preparation, because it's a lot of simple things that we teach them, just the basics and foundation of music. They liked it. They were very excited to see new people coming around teaching them music. It seemed like something that was very new to them, and they really enjoyed it. Well, being the hard man that I am, it didn't really touch me. No, really, it excited me to be able to make an impact upon young children with, something I was given at a young age like music, and to be able to introduce it to them. So I could say it impacted me in a positive way. So I've started instructing. I've noticed they've caught on. They catch on a lot faster to musical examples. They understand how to clap out rhythms. They understand how to sit together as a group and sing as one, and not just be not be full of disunity. They concentrate a lot better. They focus a lot better on things. I'm noticing